Good evening, Tradespooners, and welcome to our pick for March 25th. Why don't you pour yourself a beverage of choice, and let's take a look at the pick. It happens to be long Constellation brands, ticker symbol STZ. Taking a look at our proprietary ratings on risk reward, we come in at a 3, so it's on the lower scale of 1 to 10, and we're looking at the value momentum coming in at a 9, which is on the upper end of that scale of 1 to 10. And 10 being the most favorable expected return and risk outlook. Always, you can take a look at our analysis report where you can dig deeper in the fundamental and technical components and just learn more about Constellation brands, as well as how we came up with our proprietary analysis and pick. Taking a look at the price action in STZ, the closing price as of the 24th was 81.21. Right off of that 52-week high of 84.33 and well off that low of 46.12. You see that the implied volatility percentage is in that 40th percentile level. That means that it's 40% off of the implied volatility lows of the last 52 weeks. That means it's on the move, folks, and we want to keep an eye on that. There is a heightened expectation of potential movement, and it could be potentially violent, especially if this IB percentile starts getting into that 50, 60, 70% and higher level. The return on capital for the option spread strategy is going to be 100%, and the probability of success is coming in at right around 55%. You have the estimated move being calculated at $4.20, and the expiration of the option picks that we're going to be looking at are going to be in April. Let's take a look at the picks. Starting with the stock pick. We're going to buy stock, ticker symbol STZ. We're going to put a limit price to buy at 81.21 or better. Once we're filled at our limit price, we are going to put a sell limit above the market. Specifically, we're going to put it $8.50 above the market to take profits. So roughly right around that $89.70 mark, we're going to work good until cancel, a sell to close to take profits. We will cut our losses $8.50 lower than our entry price, so that'll roughly get us out right around $73 and some change. So you can put it in right around $73.20, a sell to close stop limit order. And again, use prudent size management on this. No more than 3 to 5% of either the cash available or the percentage buying power available. Now, taking a look at the option trade, we're going to put a buy order in to buy the April $80 calls. We're going to put it in at a limit price of $3.30 or better. Once we're filled, we're going to put a limit to sell to close, good until cancel, $3.30 above our entry price. So that means that we're going to put it in at $6.60, and we'll work that good until cancel. We are willing to risk the $3.30 in this position, so please use prudent size management, meaning no more than 2.5 to tops 10% for you smaller account holders. But be very aware, you're going to put a lot at risk if you go to that 10% level, so be very prudent on your size management. On the option spread strategy, we're going to actually be looking at a bull call spread. And I've mentioned this in the past. We do have videos on bull call spread in the training section up above, and you can take a look at those and review what these strategies are if you're new. What we're going to do is we're going to buy the $80 calls for $3.30. Now, to offset that purchase price, we're going to look at the $82.50 calls, which are $2.50 above the strike that we're buying, the $80 calls. We're going to sell those for $2.05, which will offset our purchase price, and our net risk on the spread will be $1.25. That will also be the max risk in the trade. Now, we will put a profit target in there at $2.50, which is the max value of this spread. Now, you can wiggle that a little bit and use your prerogative. You can put it in at $2.20, $2.30, $2.40, or $2.50. But we're going to have a sell limit within that range to take profits good till cancel. And again, use prudent size and risk management, meaning that you're not risking more than 2.5 to tops 10%. As always, use our proprietary virtual trade. If these are new picks for you or you're new to Tradespoon and you want to test this out in the beginning, this is a great opportunity to use that by using virtual trade. Taking a look at the stock background and analysis, you see that the stock had been in a nice uptrend and has been consolidating. It looks like it's going to potentially try to break out, so we're going to keep an eye on that. We always want to keep an eye on the key stock events, and specifically we're looking for earnings. And as you can see, we actually have earnings within the expiration cycle of the option strategies that we're looking at on 4/9, which would explain that big spike in the implied volatility change. In other words, you have IV rank basically at that 40% level. In other words, implied volatility is 40% higher than its lowest point over the last 52 weeks. That means there's a heightened expectation going into this binary event of potential movement in the underlying. So keep that date in back of your mind of 4/9, which is the earnings for STZ. Also, keep an eye on the news and commentary that we provide at the time of the this will give you better background. All right, folks, if you ever need any help or have any questions or considerations, email us at info@tradespoon.com. And as I had mentioned, we have training videos that go over these very strategies. And next week, on Wednesday night and Thursday afternoon, we are going to be talking about these very components down here: the IV percentile, the return on capital, the probability success calculation, estimated move calculations. We're going to give you the simple math behind all of this so that you have a firmer understanding of what these inputs are and how to use them. And we will also have Vlad Karpel on from Tradespoon, and maybe we'll drill down a little bit more about the value, momentum, and risk-reward ratings that we use here at Tradespoon. So, folks, I want to thank you very much for attending tonight's pick, and we will see you tomorrow. Take care and have a great trading day.